Shalom, Kol Halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kradash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. In the caption it reads, homeowner shoots 3 masked teens and their parents are suing for murder. Now, when we come across stories of this sort, stories of this magnitude, a variety of precepts, start to come to mind, simply because, and I'm going to roughly paraphrase this precept here, but it tells us that for my people are foolish, they have not known me. Because if our people knew the power that we serve, they would know, number one, that he's responsible for their sons being deleted, and also that the homeowner that deleted their sons, he is not guilty of their bloodshed. But how do we know this to be true according to the scriptures? Let's come out of this here. I'm gonna grab 2 quick precepts, then we're gonna play that short there in its entirety. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 9, verse 16, and it tells us this. The Lord, and that word Lord there in all caps, his name is Yahweh, meaning he exists. The Lord is known by the judgment which he executed. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Hegayon, Selah. And Selah means to think deeply and reflect on what was just read to you. Let's come from here, right? Let's get another precept. Clearing the homeowner of all guilt. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 22, verse 2, and it tells us this. And I'll read this in a few different translations. If a thief or thieves is caught breaking in at night and is struck a fatal blow, the defender is not guilty of bloodshed. I'm going to read that again in the New Living Translation. If a thief and or thieves is caught in the act of breaking into a house and is struck and killed in the process, the person who killed the thief is not guilty of murder. Now let's come from here and let's go back to this short here. And I'm going to wind this back from the very beginning. Bear with me.
3 masked teenage intruders. A homeowner shot and killed 3 masked teenage intruders, even though he insists it was self-defense. The parents of the teens are still demanding that he be prosecuted. This happened in Rockdale County, Georgia. At around 4, 3 masked teenagers appeared in the neighborhood. They tried to break into a home to commit a robbery, but gunfire from inside the house brought them down. All 3 suspects died after being shot. 2 were pronounced dead at the hospital, and 1 died at the scene. Later, the families confirmed that among the victims were the brothers, ages 15 and 16. After the incident, the parents of these teenagers called for the homeowner to be prosecuted, saying he took the lives of their 3 sons. However, multiple eyewitnesses confirmed that all 3 teens were masked and armed. During the attempted break-in, the suspects fired at the homeowner first, and the resident returned fire in self-defense. Police also concluded that under Georgia's self-defense and stand your ground laws, the homeowner's actions were considered lawful self-defense. So do you think this was self-defense? Leave your thoughts in the comments.
Let's come from here. And yes, the homeowner's actions were a righteous act, and that's according to the scriptures. Let's come from here, right? This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 28, verse 5, and it reads this. We shouldn't marvel that the parents are attempting to sue this man, because Proverbs chapter 28, verse 5 tells us, evil men understand not judgment, but for those of us who are of the hopeful elect, but they that seek the Lord understands all things. We know and we comprehend according to the scriptures that this was judgment from Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Let's come from here, right? Let's go to the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 16 through 19. And it tells us this in regards to ungodly children. Verse 16, as for the children of adulterers, they shall not come to their perfection, and the seed of unrighteousness, and the seed of an unrighteous bed shall be rooted out. Just like these 3 young Jakes were, they were rooted out, continuing on, because the point is in verse 18 and 19. For though they live long, yet shall they be nothing regarded, as their last age shall be without honor. Or if they die quickly, they have no hope, neither comfort in the day of trial. For horrible is the end of an unrighteous generation. And that's what happened to these young Jakes here. They met a horrible end. Let's come from here, right? Let's go to the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 16. I'll start at verse 1 and read down to verse 6, and it tells us this. Look at what it states here in the subheading. Ungodly children no delight. Verse 1, and it reads, desire not a multitude of unprofitable children. And that's what these jakes here were. They were unprofitable children, neither delight in ungodly sons. Though they multiply, rejoice not in them, except the fear of the Lord be with them. Trust not thou in their life, neither respect their multitude. For one that is just is better than 1,000, and better it is to die without children than to have them that are ungodly. Man, the Bible's fire. Continuing on. For by one hath understanding shall the city be replenished, but the kindred of the wicked shall speedily become desolate. Many such things have I seen with my eyes, and mine ears hath heard greater things than these. In the congregation of the ungodly shall a fire be kindled, and in a rebellious nation is wrath set on fire. And that's what these young jakes here, they felt here. They felt that fire coming from that homeowner. Now they're back in the spiritual realm. And we can only anticipate or expect these sort of occurrences to increase in these last days. And we haven't even entered into the time of Jacob's trouble. How do we know to be sure? This is 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1 through 4, and it tells us this. But mark this, there will be terrible times in the last days. Peoples will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, abusive, disobedient to parents, ungrateful, unholy, without love, unforgiving, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not lovers of good, treacherous, rash, conceit, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of the Most High. And I hope that this quick lesson has been edifying. Call Halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakradash. Shalom.